all the women in the kingdom and sleep with them. I'm sure they would love to sleep with your old wrinkly ass.
My wrinkles are nice, thank you.
Because he is.
You know, I am obviously the best son.
Nobody here likes me. I don't have any respect. It's not fair.
But how do you feel about that? Now, Jeffrey, tell me, what is it that you want to talk to me about today?
Well, my father, King Henry II, he doesn't even pay attention to me. You know, I am obviously the best son. I don't whine at all. I'm not trying to be superior to anybody else. I'm just the best. You know, to get his attention, I had to resort to rebellion one time. I mean, he just doesn't pay attention to me. All he does is pay attention to John anymore. He doesn't even like Richard.
Have you talked to your mother about this?
Well, she was the one who kind of started the rebellion. So yeah. But she doesn't even pay attention to me anymore either. She used to like me, but not anymore.
Well, it sounds like you're suffering from middle child syndrome.
Jeffrey, no one likes you.
What?
My turn!
Okay, so John, what would you like to talk about today?
Well, my father locked me in the dungeon. I mean, I'm called Lackland. I try and take the power that he's telling me to take, and then he locks me in the dungeon. Nobody here likes me. I don't have any respect. It's not fair.
Well, have you talked to him about this?
I tried, and then everyone else convinced me that he was against me, so now I'm stuck in this damn dungeon.
Isn't it true that he wants you to take over as king, though?
Not anymore. Tricked me. It's not fair.
And what about your older brother, Richard?
He doesn't like me. He thinks I'm crap.
Well, why don't we bring him in so he can talk to you about this? Richard?
I drew this picture of what I think of you.
See? This is what I'm talking about. He's all mean to me.
Now, Richard, why did you draw such a picture?
Because he's a wimp.
And why do you think he's a wimp?
Because he is.
And now, you want to be king. Why?
I obviously deserve it. I'm the oldest. Isn't that enough?
And what of your rebellion against your father?
We're not going to talk about that. It was Mom's fault.
You liar. It's all your idea.
No. It was Mom. She's awful.
Now, doesn't your mother support you in this endeavor to become king?
I feel like she supports me, but she's really just using me so she can get her own power.
And how do you feel about that?
It's nice that she kind of believes in me, but I feel like she's just using me, and I don't like that.
Now, you have issues with your parents, and so does John. Now, why can't you work on those problems
Same
together?
Because I don't like him.
And why do you not like him?
Because he can't fight. He never stands up for himself, and I'm just tired of protecting him.
Well, the only time I stood up for myself, I got locked in the dungeon.
Well, maybe if you would have stood up for yourself a little bit better, then you wouldn't have ended
You were
up in
right
a
there
dungeon.
with me.
See, that's your problem. You just depend on your older brothers all the time.
You know what? I don't have to take this. I'm leaving.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It gets tough, and he just goes away.
Well, why don't we have your mother come in for a little bit, and we'll talk to her. So why don't you go take a break and Now, Eleanor, it seems that your sons have some issues with you. What do you think about that?
I don't see why they would have any issues with me. I mean, I only want what's best for Richard. I mean, who cares about Jeff and John? I mean, I guess those two could have issues with me, but they're the middle and the youngest. Do they really matter?
Now, Richard feel like you're just using him. What do you think about that?
Maybe just a little, but of course, it's more political. I do care about him, and I want the best for him. Yes, I want him to be king. But at the same time, I do want my Aquitaine back. I mean, I can't be Eleanor of Aquitaine without my Aquitaine, obviously.
Now, what of your relationship with your husband?
God, that's seen better years.
Now, Is it true that he locked you up in a tower?
It was a minor miscommunication. That's how we deal with our issues.
Well, I heard that you staged a rebellion against him by using your 3 oldest sons.
Well, yes, that is true. We staged a rebellion, but it's not like that bastard didn't have it coming towards him.
So do you think he was justified in locking you up?
He's king. He can do whatever the hell he chooses.
I see that there's here something about he's dating Alice, Richard's fiance.
Oh, like she's any sort of woman.
But how do you feel about that? If you're locked in a tower and he's dating a younger woman?
Well, I feel like he's going through a phase. He's trying to recapture his youth. I mean, God, he's so old right now. He's practically on death's door.
Well, why don't we bring him in and you two can talk about some of your issues. I feel like this might be detrimental to your children. Henry. Now, you locked your own wife in a tower.
She deserved it.
Like, you have any fun unless I'm rebelling against you? Did you want a docile queen?
She wasn't such a hideous whore who slept with half the kingdom. Maybe I wouldn't have to have found someone different.
Like, you haven't slept with half the kingdom?
I'm the king. Never forget that.
I don't care if you're king. You're only king by name. Let's face it, you're dying. You're soon to lose your kingdom. And soon my Richard will take the throne. And you'll be nothing but a memory in history.
It seems like we're not really getting anywhere here. Why don't we bring in your sons and maybe we can work some things out?
Hey, can you scooch over a bit?
Sit on the floor.
No. Okay.
Now, Jeffrey, why didn't you stand up for yourself right there?
Well, clearly, they hate me.
Yeah, he's got that about right.
He's right.
Okay then. Now, your parents seem to have quite a few issues, and I think we should discuss that with the entire family. Now, Henry wants John to be king, and Eleanor wants Richard to be king. Now, Richard, didn't you tell me that you thought your mother was just using you for power?
It's all right. The mother just wants her power back. I understand, and I think it's what she deserves after, believing in me and wanting me to be king. She deserves some of her power back.
Now, Henry, you keep trying to interrupt here. What do you feel about this?
She's a user.
You're a player.
Mother, don't sugarcoat it, Mother. He's an old man slut.
Yes, of course he is. No, he is an old man slut.
Now, Richard, his girlfriend is your fiance. How do you feel about that?
My ex-girlfriend is a whore, and he's a douche.
That sounds about right.
Birds of a feather flock together, now don't they?
Now, John, your mother disapproves of you as king. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's just typical. I mean, he never liked me anyway.
Look, John, I'm gonna be frank with you. It was a drunken night with me and your father. It was dark. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but then 9 months later, there you were, and every time I look at you, I
happens
just
every
wanna,
time.
Oh,
Called it.
oh, crap.
Now,
That was the best night I had. Gay birthday. Well, not me, but you gave birth to my favorite.
Now, both your 2 oldest sons here, Richard and Jeffrey, have rebelled against you, and now John has attempted to, by what I hear. How do you feel about that, Henry?
John's just frustrated. He just trying to be like his dad, sometimes he tries to follow the uncool people, but, he'll get to my status.
So
Sooner
soul
enough.
straight in with his actual soul.
Now, I've heard a rumor here that all 3 of your sons have wanted to be king. Now, what do you think about Jeffrey?
Never.
You never think about Jeffrey.
Sorry.
Why not?
Look at him. Who would?
Just saying. It's nice to finally agree with you on something. Oh.
Now, Richard has brought up allegations that John is a wimp, as he put it. How do you feel about your choice of your successor being called a wimp?
It's not true. Everyone has wimp characteristics in them. But
Including yourself?
perhaps. But he's still. His wimpiness leaves when danger arises. Or he needs to protect.
And that's money.
Now, Eleanor, what do you think of John being called a wimp?
Have you seen the boy fight?
You know what? I tried to stand up for myself. I tried to have rebellion. You told me to take power for myself, and then you go and lock me in the dungeon. I am sick and tired of not having my own power in my own land, you stupid old asshole.
You know what? This is absurd. I have put up with enough of your bullshit. And you know what? You, all three of you, are going to the dungeon. You I never want to see again like that either. Hell,
Guards!
are.
You know what? I'm done with this.
Don't you ever threaten your father like this again. And what do you think you're gonna do? Cut you. Oh, baloney.
Why would he bring a sword to a therapy session?
Of course he has a knife. He always has a knife. We all have knives. It's 1183, and we're all barbarians.
Guys, you're off camera.
Wait, Jeffrey. This isn't Jeffrey.
Yes.
Jeffrey.
But I'm not that old. I'm only like, shit, how old am I?
Of course he has swords. He always has.
Swords. Damn it! And your mother, now she supports you in this endeavor to become king, does she not?
Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. We can go over what I was supposed to say at this part.
It seems that your sons have some issues with you. Do you...
I'm gonna kill one of my sons right now.
I'm good at being the annoying twit.
If you hit that one more time, I will smack you with this clipboard.
Touch the sword.
Now I believe Richard was talking.
It's all right.
Did you want a docile queen?
It was easier. That made no sense. He never rebelled against me.
He's too young to rebel against you.
Good. Keep it up.
Now, Henry, you know you can't keep him at a certain age. He will grow up.
No, Henry.
I can rephrase what I said. I'm just saying.
You see, this is the...
Peter Pan never grew up.
I'm no child.
You get that broken chair over there. Yeah, we're just standing
I
there.
need this though. Where am I putting this?
You're just gonna highlight.
What am I doing?
See? Jeffrey's not even important enough to get a
I
chair.
know.
God,
Really go.
hate him.
To the right of that.
No, you get in here and you kick his ass out. He's a pansy.
Yeah, but we don't like him.
Yeah, but nobody likes me.
Nobody likes him.
I don't like anyone.
Oh wait, how about
Except for
I walk
mommy.
in?
You're just there.
Go back to
No.
France.
Was he gonna sleep with King Philip too?
Wait, what? Jeffrey likes Philip.
Now, Richard, how do you feel about your mother alluding to your sexual relationships with Philip?